What is going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the next episode of the Three Peaks Fitness Podcast. I'm Coach Mark.
I'm Coach Lynette.
Today we are following up our series.
Yes. On exercise frequency.
On exercise frequency. Today we're going to talk about why you should not be taking any more than 2 days off in between workouts.
We've talked about this before, but we thought this deserved some special attention.
Yep. Yeah. So I think it might be beneficial if we actually start this one off with the house analogy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The house analogy. Think of your body as a house, and it's always under construction, constantly under construction. I feel like my house is always you're always building, and then there's always things that are breaking. Now, as you get older, each decade, when you turn 30, you notice, there's more demo guys here than construction guys.
Yeah.
And then 40, even more demo guys. Now there's about equal, right? You have about equal number of demo guys and construction guys. And then when you hit 50, all of a sudden, it seems like the construction guys have taken the day off, right? And so what you have to do is actively recruit more builders to come, because the demo guys are just going to show up on their own. They show up. They never take a day off.
Highly motivated.
Yes.
Highly motivated demo guys.
Yes. I guess they're getting time and a half or something. But you have to actively recruit more builder guys to counteract what the demo guys are doing. And the older you get, the more demo guys show up. And when you reach 70, the demo guys are really coming in droves. But you can counteract it. The good news is the way to recruit the construction guys is through exercise and nutrition, obviously. But exercise is the most powerful thing you can do to recruit building cells in your body. So that's what we're talking about today. Because when you take 2 days off, you're letting the demo guys take over.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. So once you hit 30, this is really important.
Now, here's the thing. You may be thinking, whoa, like I can't work out. I need my recovery days, right? I'm done after my workout.
I can't do 2 days in a row.
I'm beat.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then you need to take a look at the intensity with which you are exercising.
Yes.
So if you really, honest to God, feel like 2 days is not long enough for you to recover, you're working out too hard, and you need to tone back that intensity a little bit, whether that be in the form of reducing weights or just, how hard you're pushing yourself. If it's like a cardio type of workout, you need to take a look at that intensity and tone it down a little bit, because you really should be, if you listen to our last podcast, if you are working out, you want to get to a point where you're working out, 3, 4, 5, 6 days per week.
You should be able to do stuff every day.
You should be able to do stuff every day. In order to do that, your intensity needs to stay around 80%. So that way you can still recover from that workout and be ready to go again the next day.
And make progress. That's where progress is made, is when you're able to, like we said in the last podcast, work out more often at lower intensity.
So additionally, there is a phrase that Lynette has coined called Mopey Mondays. So when you take more than 2 days off, your nervous system kind of goes on vacation.
It does. It gets sluggish.
It gets sluggish. So I don't know, for those of you who are listening, if you've ever gone on vacation or taken a week off or 2 weeks off, or even like that when you're first trying to get back into it after a year or 2, 3 years off, it feels like a chore. Like your body doesn't want to cooperate.
It's
right?
a slog.
Like, and so what that is that's your nervous system saying, "Hey, like, what the hell are you doing? I thought we were on the beach, sipping margaritas. Why do you have me here sweating?
Why are we doing this? What's going on? What's going on?
So those are what we call Mopey Mondays, because even if you work out Monday through Friday, then you take Saturday and Sunday off, then Monday is probably going to be kind of like the knocking the rust off workout, and then Tuesday you'll feel good, Wednesday, Thursday you'll feel good. So that's another reason. It just, you don't want to take any more than 2 days off. Otherwise you risk it being more difficult to get back into the swing of things.
All right. And so, that's the nervous system. And then, like we said before, when you take more than 2 days off, you are hurting your progress. So in that study that we talked about in the last podcast, the study by the Japanese researcher, he said when the recovery is too long, you're losing the benefits of a recovery when the recovery is too long.
Yeah.
And so, and that happens on a micro level and a macro level. So it happens over the week, but it can also happen during a workout. Like if you ever run track, when you're running intervals in track, if you wait too long between your rest periods, you lose the cardio benefit of having to go again and again. And so, yeah, this works on all different levels.
Yeah.
So you have to just always do something.
Yeah.
Always
do something. Yeah. And then the last point is the point of no return.
Yes. What is the point of no return, Mark?
So the older you get, the more difficult, like Melinda was saying at the beginning of the podcast, the more demo guys you have.
Yeah.
Right. So that no more than 2 days off becomes more and more significant.
Yeah.
And then on a micro scale, but on a macro scale, like in the big picture, if you have plans of, living to 90, 100 years old,
and being fully functional.
And being fully functional, right?
Yeah.
Not a rocking chair grandma, right? Like being able to like get down on the floor with your grandkids.
Do your own grocery shopping.
Yeah. Like if you really want to still be living life when you're 90 years old, it's really important that you start doing this now because it's never too late. Even if you're 80 years old, exercising now is going to be better than just throwing up your hands and giving up.
Right.
But the earlier you start, the better your quality of life is going to be later on in life.
Yeah.
As you get into your 80s and your 90s, and if you're lucky enough to be 100 years old, starting now is going to improve your quality of life in those years.
Yeah, you do have to plan for a decline because even when you're exercising, there's going to be a natural decline because you're fighting against those demo guys. But if you're only working out once or twice a week at the age of 35, then you're probably not going to be where you want to be at the age of 70.
Yeah.
So you need to be doing more now to get yourself up to a higher level, and then you got to keep that going so that you land where you want to be at the age of 70. You're still doing your own grocery shopping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's the point. We call it the point of no return because there's definitely a point where it's kind of too late to really like be that 85-year-old that's like, whoa, she's 85, like she doesn't act like it,
she's mentally sharp, because your mental wellness is very much connected to your physical level of physical activity. The research is mounting. Alzheimer's, dementia, all that comes when you're sedentary. So you want to be able to be as active as you can now in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, so that you can be a more active senior. So you're putting money in the bank for later. Yeah. Everyone's planning for the retirement, right? And that includes physical activity.
Yeah. And it's one of those things too where it may seem like, oh, it's like, I got 20, 30, 40 years, but like it really, this investment is more important than the investment in your 401k because like you could die if you don't take care of your health.
Right. You want to be around to enjoy stuff, right?
You want to be around to enjoy stuff. Like you need to make sure you're taking care of your health. Otherwise, 30 years from now, you'll be like, damn, I should have been, like that old.
And every
regret.
decade, you're losing more mobility in your hips, your shoulders, your knees, your ankles. That all everything starts to get stiffer and stiffer, and it's going to be harder to move and less fun.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're doing it now, start when you're 30 and 40, start now and keep that mobility, then it's going to be so much easier for you.
Yeah. And when we say no more than 2 days off, it doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I need to go to the gym and do a strength training workout. It means you need to be active. Like just try, like break a sweat every day somehow, whether it's power walking, whether it's jogging, whether it's hiking, whether it's in the gym doing strength training, whether it's doing some, cardio type class.
Right.
Just do something. Be active every day.
Yeah. We talk about rest days, but it's just a different movement. It's not actually rest. A change is as good as a rest. Yeah. So you want something different. Like, okay, if I'm not doing barbells in the gym on Thursday, what am I doing? Am I doing yoga? Am I walking? Like, you got to be doing something.
Do something. Because the body's use it or lose it. And those demo guys are coming. They're coming for us all.
They are. They're here. Like it or not, they're here. All right. I think that's everything.
Yep. All right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you next time.
Okay. Bye-bye.